can play one. And I paid $250 for the couch, so I don't know.
He's actually influenced my life, and he didn't know it, and I didn't really know it either. But I'd like to introduce you to Roger Blackburn. And would you introduce your wife right back here?
My wife,
And Roger grew up the son of a Methodist pastor. And I grew up the grandson of a Methodist pastor, and my dad was an associate pastor at a Methodist church. His father was a pastor of a Methodist church in Parkersburg, West Virginia. My father was also an associate pastor. He played in the Parkersburg High School Big Red Band, and as a matter of fact, we're really proud to be Big Reds, aren't we, Roger? And this is a trumpet, obviously, but it's a herald trumpet. And he managed to scoundrel this from the band as they phased them out. But there's, 1947? And so he brought that in today. I immediately recognized the case with the number 1 on it. He played that trumpet 23 years before I played it, as we were trumpeters in the Big Red Band. He played in the band, and he had a small ensemble that played at Wesley United Methodist Church. He doesn't remember that, but my father remembers that. Because upon hearing that small ensemble, my dad decided that he wanted to be in the band. And so he started playing drums. And so we lived for a time away from Parkersburg. We lived in South Point, Ohio. And whenever I got old enough to be ready to be in the band, we moved back to Parkersburg so that I could be in the Big Red Band. And so there's that whole connection. See, you influenced my life and didn't even know. The other thing that I would like to say is, I'm a preacher who plays the trumpet. He's a trumpet player that serves the Lord in many other ways. It's just encouraging not only to meet a fellow Parkersburg, a fellow trumpet player, but a fellow Christian, and it's really a joy to have you with us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'd also like to say that he played in the Israeli Symphony, St. Louis Symphony, Houston, and spent 37 years playing with the Philadelphia Orchestra. And I will say this, there are very few full-time orchestra jobs out there, and there are 353,000 trumpet players trying to get this job. And this guy held on to that for 37 years. I shared one of your YouTube posts where you gave your testimony on TV as well as played. I shared that to our church's Facebook page. I encourage you to watch that, not during the sermon. All right? But again, what a joy to have you today. How about another big hand for Mr. Blackburn?